DSEI 2019 provides the opportunity of discovering a model of the 6th generation fighter concept, the Tempest. Along with this mock-up, this model, you have different armaments that might be included in the concept.
Italy has made commitments to the Tempest 6th generation fighter development, which involves partners already cooperating in the F-35 Lightning II and Eurofighter Typhoon programs. The two governments have agreed to partner on combat air capabilities. So, Italy becomes the second partner nation that has been elected to join the British project following a memorandum of understanding signed between the UK and Sweden in July. The project was launched in July 2018. It's a key element of UK's combat air strategy to develop a fighter able to fulfill operational needs from 2035 onwards. The industrial part of the project is taken in charge by Team Tempest, which includes BAE Systems, Rolls-Royce, MBDA and Leonardo.
My name is Stefan Löfström. I'm with BAE Systems Bofors in Sweden. What we display here today is the Archer 155mm mobile howitzer. This howitzer is in service currently with the Swedish Army, but now what we're doing this week is that we launch this in a new international configuration integrated to a different vehicle. The big difference between this and the Swedish Army version is that it's more modular design, which means that we can integrate it into different vehicles specific to a customer requirement. In this case, we show it on an 8x8 Rheinmetall Unmanned military vehicle truck. The system is fully automatic, holds 21 rounds in a magazine solution, and we can fire out to 50 kilometers with this howitzer. Part of the system is also an ammunition resupply vehicle that will dock into the magazine on the Archer howitzer and resupply the system with new projectiles and modular charges. So during the week we have seen a great interest in the Archer from different customers. We have seen interest from different nations coming in asking a lot of questions. So we have good hopes for this system in the future.
My name is Robertas Urbanavičius. I'm from Lithuania, company Aero Diagnostics. Actually, we are working with defense solutions, which could be applicable even for civil applications. We are developing fast drones. For example, this one, what you see in our stand, is suited for training of anti-aircraft rocket operators. On the other hand, we have slowly flying reconnaissance machines which could stay airborne for a few hours, which can cover 50 kilometers distance from operator. And our expectations, which are related with the DSEI, actually we found wonderful prospective partners, and of course we are happy if we will find even other one. What we have here, it's our drone, which has pushers configuration demonstrated during military trainings. Or on the other hand, you see our developments, our experience, what we're doing now and what we are planning to do in the nearest future. This drone, which you see here, it's made from carbon fiber and aramide. It's fully composite plane, fast. We can reach, and we demonstrated during war games, something around 260 kilometers per hour velocity. It's for short-range operations. And this plane could stay airborne for up to 2.5 hours. Could be launched from the middle of the forest. We demonstrated some successful operations from the ships, and actually we are planning for the development of this target drone with better modified characteristics.
Well, good morning. Welcome to the SIG Sauer booth at DSEI 2019. We're proud to present the Next Gen Squad Weapon Competition Submission for SIG Sauer. This is a 6.8 machine gun, and we're going to go through it here this morning and give you a brief demonstration of what the capabilities are. So for the SIG Sauer competition, it really came down to the projectile. The submission was, you have to fire this projectile 3,000 feet per second. After that, there were no rules. So how you package that cartridge, how you deliver that cartridge downrange was really up to the vendor. SIG's solution was 6.8 by 51. So it really comes down to the ammo technology for us. This is a delivery mechanism for the ammo. Really, it came down to what can the ammo do at range. So for us, we designed a hybrid ammunition in order to get the chamber pressure high enough to get the velocity that we needed. So it really comes down to ammunition technology. From there, we had to deliver a 12-pound gun, a 5.4 kilo gun, and that's the weapon system. So not just the weapon, it's the sling, the bipod, and everything you need to fire from the ground. The SIG solution does meet that weight requirement. It does meet the length requirement of 37 inches. And we also meet the velocity requirement that the US government has deemed necessary from this round. So, a little bit about our gun, right? We said it weighs 12 pounds, and it does. If you were to pick it up, it's the lightest machine gun on the world right now, on the world market. We have a side folding feed tray that we deem necessary in the soldier environment. That way we can put any optic we want on a feed tray. We can run a FLIR or a HISS up front, and we can put a magnifier on the back. So we have 19 inches of continuous rail on this gun. Plenty of room to put whatever accessories that you need. Backup iron sights are part of the submission. We also have the backup iron sights for this gun. We reduced the felt recoil on this gun, which makes it incredibly accurate. The felt recoil on this is on par with an M4. So out of a bell-fed machine gun, you got the felt recoil of an M4. So you were to fire this gun, you're going to fire it a lot like an assault rifle. Center mass, squeeze the trigger. No more having to walk rounds on target, because the recoil being mitigated as well as it is, keeps you on target from burst to burst. You don't lose target acquisition. We kept the AR type controls. Again, transition for soldiers today, they usually train on an M4 when they come into the service. We want that transition to be seamless between a infantryman and a machine gunner. So if you look at our controls, you'll see that it's AR style controls for the safety selector, the trigger, the grip, and the stock. It really feels like a rifle, especially when it's only 12 pounds.
Good afternoon, I'm Matt Thompson and I work for SAAB Surveillance Systems, and I'm one of the systems program managers. So the Giraffe 1X is our newest product line within the Giraffe family of radar systems, and it's an X-band radar system which is filling a need for our customers in the highly flexible dynamic aspects of their threat set. So the radar system itself, as you can see, is compact, it's versatile. It has a low infrastructure requirement, but it has a high capacity of capability, allowing the users flexibility in a complex warfare environment. So the system is predominantly an air surveillance radar system, but working on the technologies that we've utilised in the Giraffe family of systems, we have a ram detection capability, a drone detection capability, and the system is also a safest contact capability. So the system will have an instrumented range out to about 75 kilometres for the air track environment, for a class 1 NATO-sized drone out to an estimated 20 kilometres. So because of the lightweight aspirations of the antenna and the turntable and the low requirements for power, we can actually adapt this system, as we've demonstrated here with the Supacat Jackal system. We can integrate it onto various platforms, be it land-based, infrastructure-based, or a vessel of ship. The system gives you a high capability. It can carry out all its different modes simultaneously without the great need for a massive air conditioning and power infrastructure, as you would normally expect for a radar system of this capacity. We as SAAB, as a prime integrator, we can supply you with the command and control capability. We can integrate it with your other systems and the relevant tactical data links. Or internally, we can give you the capability to integrate this system into your command and control systems.
my name is Alain Tremblay. I'm the Vice President of Business Development for Rheinmetall Canada, but also responsible for innovations. And as you said, we have a very, very unique product, which is called the Rheinmetall Mission Master, which is a highly autonomous platform, both from a driving point of view, but also from the use of mission modules, allowing a lot of flexibilities in its use and being able to be adapted to every specific client needs. Based on an open architecture with a lot of agility and growth potential, allowing this thing to also grow as the concept of operations of the clients evolve with the change of the battle space. We realize that in its basic form, most military in the Western world at this point in time intend to use this thing as basically a cargo, either for ammo resupply, last mile resupply, medical evacuations. And in order to augment the embark payload while maintaining a price point which makes sense, a trailer was something that was warranted. So it's a very, very cost-effective way of doubling your embark payload when you're doing those type of specific missions. So far our test shows that you reduce the autonomy by about 5 to 7% with a payload of anywhere between 800 kilos to a ton. What we realize is that most clients want to have a very, very modular and flexible platforms. So we developed somewhat of a unique modular concept, which takes barely 15 to 20 minutes to exchange. So very easy to change, to unhook from an electrical point of view and provide either a weaponized module, cargo module, surveillance module, or in this case what you see here, also a specialized medical module. And then depending on the mission, the client can basically change the module in light of the mission. It also allows the client to buy base platforms, and if in a year from now decides to move in another direction, it doesn't have to reacquire the full platform, it just have to go for a specialized module. Yeah, well actually the market is exploring, but I'm very happy to say that we have a contract in the Middle East for some platforms in a specific configuration. As you know, there's programs right now where RFQs are out related to in the US, in Australia, in UK, in Germany. And actually we are right now in a field trial in Germany for a down selections of OEMs. But you haven't seen, certainly on our side and in the Western world, any large size order of platforms. I think that the first one that you will see is for the basic cargo mule in the US, which should be attributed before the end of the year, from my understanding. One of the big features is a fully amphibious with no preparation, being able to cross lakes and rivers at a maximum speed of 4 to 5 kilometers per hour, obviously, but also very, very efficient in doing so, even with a decent cargo load. So the system has those levels of flexibility embedded into it. It also has the ability to have a track systems, because obviously, especially in a region like Canada where we have very deep snow, obviously tires won't do the trick, regretfully. But the system is still having a very good cross-country mobility and ability to negotiate obstacles by itself. You know, I think that Rheinmetall is a company that proud itself in providing high-quality systems that are there to enable, military forces to be more efficient and have a force multiplier with them in the battle space. And we're quite happy to be able to support them with the level of technology that we have just explained to you today.